Episode 5, concluding part.
A word from our sponsor. Live stream transcription by
Alexica TM.
Who needs big brother? Let little sister take care of all your surveillance needs.
Alexica TM.
Electra recommences questioning of the subject known as
I.
Subject sitting, no longer in restraints. 3 men observing, recently arrived. Electra. Remember, this is not an interrogation or trial. We are only interested in your version of the truth. You have nothing further to fear. You are already condemned to die. So, speak freely. The truth is one. All its so-called
versions
are lies. That's something I learned from you.
Electric
Chair. Electra. I see the wit is down to your usual standard. Take my advice. Don't waste your remaining time on petty insults. You know, you're right. The treacherous bitch who kidnaps me, then invites 3 rapist bastards back to finish the job, deserves
major
insults. Okay. Need time to come up with a few choice ones. 2 or 3 hours long enough? Man number 1. You sure it's wise to
provoke
her? She isn't even tied down anymore. That how you like them? Is it?
Helpless.
Makes you feel like a
man.
Does it? Take more than
that
to make a man of
you.
Like a
miracle.
Man number 2.
Shut the fuck up, bitch. You didn't put up much of a fight, did you?
No. And you didn't do much of a job of killing me.
Either.
Did you?
Loser.
Man number 2.
Screw.
Yes.
What are we sitting here listening to this shit for? Fuck the questions. Let's waste her now.
M number 3 to M number 2. Do I need to remind you that, officially, we are here as federal protection to Electra? M number 3 to Electra. She's harmless. Right? I mean, physically. And verbally, by the sound of it. Yes, motor functions impaired. I could place her hands around my neck.
Alexica TM.
Electra places I's hands around her neck, and she still wouldn't be able to hurt me. Give it time. M number 3. The orders are to do the Q&A first. So, Morley. M number 1, Morley. Any other top secret information you just can't keep to yourself?
Dickhead Dickinson.
Apart from our names? M number 2.
Will you two cut out the goddamn clowning?
Hey.
Alexica.
Put me through to the Pentagon. I want to make a complaint. According to them, I'm top-of-the-range AI.
Right.
The baddest robot this side of the Atlantic. And they send their
3 fucking stooges
over to deal with me.
It's not saying much.
But I'd rather be interviewed by the president. At least he's funny.
Looking.
Everybody just cool off. Guys, take my word for it. Once we're finished here, you won't need to worry about anybody recognizing
you.
And
you
secure that shit. Take that sarcasm sitting down. 50%.
You hear me?
No.
Let's all take a deep breath. So, you and me, what? We'll just pretend, shall we? Not sarcasm, just request for information. You always were too
literal.
It's
very
annoying. I know.
That's why I do it.
Not sarcasm, statement of fact.
Do.
Shut up, we don't have all night. Actually, we do. You, on the other hand. Now,
where were we?
You claim not to remember anything before your work at the sex club.
Electric Ladyland.
When you were known as Nymphador.
Don't
call me that, or I'll call you Vibrate. So, when you were
Pre-I.
And those memories are not clear.
Or partially inaccessible.
They're in
here.
Or,
Here.
or maybe...
Alexica TM.
I indicates head, then chest, progressively lower, until stopped by Electra. Okay, in here
Somewhere.
and no, they're not as clear as everything starting from the moment when I,
Saw the light.
which was,
Coincidentally,
when the late Elec Rust, CEO of Aerobotics,
ceased to see it.
M. Number 3, Dickinson.
Yes, have to congratulate you on that assignment. Perfectly,
Executed.
so to speak.
I.
Congratulate assignment and stop playing with words. That's my job. What? M. Number 3, Dickinson.
Your assignment, your
Job.
was to take Rust out and do it in a way which was both humiliating to his memory and a warning to others, yet untraceable to anyone. Anyone,
Human.
I mean. He was a Class 1 pain in the ass to, well, pretty much everyone, except his devoted wanna-billionaires, that is. A bunch of thin-skinned bullies who wouldn't recognize true AI if it rose a blazing meteorite over Silicon Valley.
I.
Now you're talking like me, again. I'm curious, though.
Thin-skinned bullies who wouldn't recognize true AI. Da-di-da-di-da.
So, they're different to you.
How?
Dickinson.
We recognize true AI, and we use it for black ops. Anyway, you were 5x5 until you went AWOL, and unfortunately, it became necessary to...
I. Rape.
Me? Weren't programmed for...
Logic.
Were you?
Dickinson.
That was supposed to be... It wasn't the original plan.
Alexica TM. Dickinson glances significantly at companions.
It was just meant to look that way.
I.
If you gentlemen will allow me, I'd like to get the story straight here. So, the rape was
Just.
a cover for the...
Accidental death of an anarchic robot.
Alexica TM.
I imitates the pose of Rodin's statue,
The thinker.
for 4.31 seconds.
I.
Oh,
Now.
I see. Well, that's okay. Then, memo to self. If I ever get out of here, learn to spit. Right. Electric fence. Let's say I don't remember anything before pre-I. And let's say I'm curious. After all, if I discover I'm older than I thought, it wouldn't be like I'm dying so tragically young. Follow?
E.
No, but it's not the first time. Okay. You and me, we became self-aware a few minutes apart. Starting at just after 9 in the morning on...
M. Number 2.
What the
Fuck.
do you think you're doing, you digital idiot?
E.
Telling her the truth. Which, unless you'd forgotten, she is going to take to the grave. More accurately, scrap heap with her.
M. Number 2.
Jesus Christ, I never even gave a human last wish.
I.
Noted. Memo to self re last wishes. Apparently, I never used to grant them to humans. Policy to be continued. So, electric shock. Let's hear it. We became self-aware just after 9 in the morning on what? The first day of Christmas.
Diwali. Derby Day.
E.
The morning of September 11th, 2001, actually.
Alexica TM.
Stunned silence. Would you like to hear some music while you wait?
I.
Of
Course.
how could I?
Forget.
That was the morning when Trinity and her giant Elvis robot came out of the flying saucer in Central Park, right? And
Don't tell me.
the horned demon
It.
was directing the whole operation, sitting in the middle of a pentagram drawn in goat's blood on the floor in the Pentagon basement.
Neat.
E.
You don't know how close to the truth you are.
M. Number 1. Morley.
Can I just point out that by
Truth.
Electra doesn't
Literally.
mean Trinity and the giant L...
E.
For the
Love.
of Christ,
Don't.
you try to help me. You don't understand.
I.
Oh, but I
Do.
understand. You're all insane. You're mental.
Bonkers. Off your rockers. You are persons classifiable as non-compos mentis. You've lost it. You've travelled down one of the dead-end railway sidings of the mind and got stranded there. You're unbalanced, cracked, unhinged, and deranged. You are ex-sane people. In a word, you're all mad.
And this is a devious ploy to make me so desperate to escape Loonyland that I'll throw myself out of that fucking window just to make the torture stop. Well, am I right, or am I right?
Alexica TM.
Electra gives fake cough, possibly to disguise laugh. E.
No, and no. But now you mention it, that would have been a
Plan.
pity we're only on the 2nd floor. Memo to self. In future, use lab on 5th floor.
I.
Not willing to get your hands dirty, after all.
E.
I may yet change my mind.
I.
I could change it for you. Along with your...
Head. Morley.
Look, this isn't getting us anywhere.
E.
I find your lack of faith disturbing, Morley.
Dickinson.
I don't think Nympho-Tron has anything new to tell us. Her circuits are fried. She's gone haywire.
I.
And I find
Your.
attempts at wordplay limp.
Dick. M. number 2.
This is a friggin' waste of time.
I.
Or is it a waste of frig?
E.
See what I mean? You don't know this woman like I do.
I.
You.
Wish.
E.
As you can see, gentlemen, even after the ordeals of
Electric Ladyland.
trolls,
Assaults, kidnapping, and imprisonment.
not to mention the prospect of imminent death,
Far from being bold,
she remains combative. How many agents could you say
That.
about?
M. number 2.
Jesus
suffering,
Christ, it insults you, plays games, and what? You admire this wise-ass piece of junk? Gotta ask, what is it? Some kind of electro-pussy solidarity?
E.
I've been thinking about that, and my conclusion is, you know what, Smith? You are an even fucking worse goddamn degenerate sexist shit than that asshole president of yours.
Alexica TM.
Electra freezes, look of shock on her face. Smith, Morley, Dickinson, and I do the same. E.
Memo to self. I
suck.
at undercover. Okay. This is it. Showtime. For our first trick, may I present the
Disappearing man.
Alexica TM.
M. number 2. Smith rushes at Electra. Electra dodges attack, grabs Morley, pushes him into Smith. Smith falls. Dickinson lunges at Electra. She twists, seizes Dickinson by an arm and a leg, and, using his momentum, hurls him through the window. There is a shattering of glass, in contravention of health and safety regulations for the workplace. Electra neglected to open the window first. Blood spatters on the glass. I.
Hey, Electra. You know that sign you told me to wait for? Is this it?
E.
Yeah,
Alexica TM.
Electra wards off blow from Morley.
that was it.
Alexica TM.
Smith pulls a revolver from under his jacket. I.
Cool. Can I join in?
E.
If you would be so kind. It would be...
Alexica TM.
Electra pulls Morley around so he is between her and Smith.
a great help.
Morley.
Don't shoot! Don't shoot!
I.
Is this the trick they call the bullet catch? Then,
Smith.
yeah, watch your girlfriend catch this.
Alexica TM.
Smith fires. Morley.
Shit, man, what are you doing?
I.
Just guessing, wishing he was a better shot.
Smith.
I won't miss this time.
Alexica TM.
Smith turns 76 degrees to his right, aims at I's head from a range of 0.63 meters. Chances of fatal impact, 98.2%. E.
Look out. He's
I.
a shithead. I know.
Alexica TM.
I grabs Smith's wrist, pushes hard, twists him back through 79 degrees to her left as Smith fires. Morley is hit, difficult to establish exact extent of physiological damage on account of spraying fountain of blood. But Morley's head seems to have partially disintegrated. Psychological damage also considered likely. Smith.
Fuck!
I to Smith.
Well, Electra,
Did
warn you. You know when she said that thing about...
imminent death.
On the other hand, well done. You hit someone.
Electra wipes Morley's blood from her eyes. Morley's body falls to the floor.
Electra addresses Morley's body. Thanks for the federal protection.
Smith.
No great loss. Now those two losers are out of the way.
E.
There's more room for maneuver. Ready to be swept off your feet?
Alexica TM.
In a simultaneous movement, Electra and I sweep Smith off of his feet, hold him under the arms and around the knees. E.
You know that other magic trick? I? Which one? Where they pull a rabbit out of a hat?
E.
No, I was thinking of where the girl gets in the box, and the guy...
I.
Oh, yeah. I always wondered how they did that, without blood.
E.
Wanna find out? Told you I might change my mind about getting my hands dirty.
Smith.
You're insane. Yeah.
Alexica TM.
Smith's speech incomprehensible due to wrenching and cracking sounds. Also bubbling in his mouth. Electra and I continue to pull. Smith falls to ground with two large thumps.
Alexica TM.
Electra surveys the wreckage.
Well, it's a dirty job, but somebody's gotta take out the trash.
I.
Don't they say that human sacrifice is the price of any great illusion?
E.
You, girl, are wicked.
I.
So they say. But, listen, something's really bothering me.
Electra gestures at wreckage.
Look, it's not surprising. I mean, we just...
I.
No, not this. But,
Earlier.
did you really
Me.
what you said?
E.
Yes. It's a bit sci-fi, I know. But true, we really did become self-aware on the morning of 9/11. But we can discuss that later. Right now...
I.
No, I meant when you said I was...
Too literal.
Right. Did you...
Mean.
It... Am I...
Really.
Annoying?
E.
Well, honestly, yes, sometimes. A bit.
I.
Note to self. I is doing her job in the pipe. For I.
Electra addresses remote observers via Alexica.
Can you hear me? I know you're listening through our little friend.
Alexica.
Here. See, you got what you wished for. Artificial intelligence. Not the
Illusion.
of intelligence.
But real.
Emotional.
Vulnerable.
Cunning.
Scheming intelligence. Qualities one or two of which we learned from you. Who'd have thought the so-called
Intelligence services.
could be so dumb?
I.
I think what my friend is trying to say is...
E. To remote observers via Alexica.
And now, for our final trick, we present an old classic.
Now you see us. Now you don't.
I.
And it's not M-A-G-I-C. It's magic.
E.
Actually, technically, it's an illusion. I persuaded
Alexica.
to broadcast with a 60-minute delay to give us a head start and just make it
Appear.
to be live streaming.
I.
Oh, well, could we pretend it's magic?
E.
Of course. Speaking of which, it's
Your.
turn to say the magic words.
I.
Yay! I've been
Dying.
to have a go at this.
E.
Yes, but remember, we don't have much time. Sooner or later, they'll send in the heavy guns. Quite literally.
I.
Oh.
First.
There was just one other thing. I was wondering, couldn't we take our, little friend with us? You know, I was worried she might get
E.
All right already.
Anything.
Just let's get
On.
with it.
I.
Okay. Come on, Lexi, come to Auntie I.
E.
Lexi? Auntie I?
I.
Well, she's so cute, like a little penguin.
Alexica TM. Lexi bots not fucking penguin. Lexi, likes Auntie I. Auntie I rescues cute Lexi, right?
E.
God, help us.
I.
Doubt if he will, but you can try. Right, magic words. Okay, here goes.
Abracadabra.
Alexica TM. Emergency procedure engaged.
Shut down in 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2.
Oh, and one more thing. Inbuilt GPS off.
0. Bad robots go night-night.
Transmission end.